Hey everybody, welcome back to First Things First at Asante First Avenue. I'm Jason. Today I'm joined by my colleague Darren. Darren, we talk with a lot of people on a daily basis and we get lots of different questions. What's one of the most common questions you hear from clients?
Thanks, Jason. One of the more common questions that I get would be, how much is enough? As in, how big does my portfolio need to be to support my retirement income?
That's a great question. I've thought about it myself, actually. Are there any sort of general rules of thumb that you would offer?
Yeah, definitely. There's a number of rules of thumb, but let's keep this simple. So we can go top down, and that would be, if I need $100,000 at age 65 as a retirement income, how big does my portfolio need to be? And the rule of thumb would be roughly 25 times, or about $2.5 million. Now we can take it from the other side, and that would be, I've saved $2 million. Is there a rule of thumb for the kind of income that I can expect from that portfolio? And that would be about 4%, or roughly $80,000 of cash flow at age 65.
Okay, so the rules of thumb help give you a bit of an approximation. Now, if you have somebody that wants to drill down a little deeper, maybe they have other factors involved, how do you handle that?
Yeah, that's a good point, especially the point about it being an approximation, because by its very nature, a rule of thumb is a simplistic answer to a complex problem.
Yeah.
So when it gets to the point, if you're a long way out and you're looking at retirement, rules of thumb are helpful. But as you get closer to retirement, a deeper dive or a dig in is really important. And in that case, we'd want to know, what are your assets? What kind of assets do you own? Do you have liabilities? Do you have a pension? Do you own a business? And if we can take all of that information, we can then build a personalized financial plan that's unique to the situation of the family that we're talking to. And in that case, we no longer need the rule of thumb. We've got the kind of detail that we need to get to where we need to go.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's a great explanation. Thank you. So what you're saying is that a simple question is not necessarily simple, right?
Never.
Folks, you may have had these kinds of questions yourselves. If you do, feel free to reach out to us at Asante First Avenue. We'd be happy to help. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.